Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a March update. I'm very proud of this because this is the beginning of March. I feel like I just recorded a February update, and I actually did because I didn't get it in until the middle of March. So I promised that I would get these in at the beginning of the month. So here we are. My name is Morgan here at the Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you've been here before, welcome back. All right, if you want to know what we did for February, I'm going to link the playlist down below. I have monthly updates from the time I started doing them on this channel until now. So if you ever want to binge monthly updates, go for it. It's enlightening. Things change. So I did my format again this month. I'm very proud of myself once again. So I'm just going to follow the format that I have right here. Okay, the first thing is, y'all, we're still pushing with curriculum. I told you guys in the last video, we are not stopping anything. And I almost had a moment where I was like, you know what? Throw the curriculum away. We're doing something else. But I didn't because it's not the curriculum, it's us. But we were just having one of those days. And then I was like, okay, we're going to cancel school today. It was just a day. It was just busy. There was so much going on. And you know, your focus is not where it needs to be in that moment. So you're not really focused on the curriculum. So we just put it to the side for a day and came back and everything was fine. So, you know, sometimes we get a little fickle in that area, but we're fine. So we have not aborted mission on any curriculum. We are still pushing forward, like I said in the last video. All right. One thing that we did have to do because of activities and things that we've chosen to do over the last month or so is we had to adjust our schedule. So as I said before, we would be like on track to end right like mid-April of this month. So we're not. We have pushed it back to May because we know that we have some other dates of things that are coming up that we will not be doing school on those days. And then we're going to be heading into summer volleyball. So I adjusted the schedule. I'll be honest, that was a little hard for me because I was like, no, we're supposed to finish here and then we move on. But it's okay. This is our homeschool. We do what we want to do in it. And so we are going to just finish in May, and then we may have a couple of weeks before we take off June. And then I don't know, we may not. I'll let you guys know in the next video, maybe the one after that. I don't know if we're even going to start anything new depending on when we end it in May, because if it's close to June, last summer we took the month of June off so the girls could participate in like camps and vacation Bible school and all the things. And so we just did like a few things, but we pretty much had all of June off. So I don't know if we're going to start a new level of a curriculum if we only have like a week left in May. To me, that doesn't seem like a really good decision. So we'll play that by ear based off of when we finish everything that we're doing right now. Some other things is that I'm still curriculum planning and I'm still shopping. I just released my ELA brain dump, and I just have to say, shout out to you guys because y'all are the real MVPs. Y'all give some amazing suggestions and processes and plans. And I love that. I really do, because it just goes to show how diverse the homeschool community is, because there are things that I would have never thought of that you guys are doing in your homeschools. And I'm like, that is a really great idea. So while I'm on here sharing what we're doing, it just goes to show that everyone has like these different ideas and ways that your homeschool can work, and that it's okay to get feedback and ideas from other people. It doesn't mean that you use them. You can take all of those ideas and just pick and choose, and it still comes out to be something amazing that you created. So thank you guys so much for all of your suggestions and processes and just sharing all of that. A lot of people are going through it and reading those, and I know for a fact that it is helping a lot of people. So thank you so very much. But moving forward, I'm still looking for curriculum for different subject areas, and I'm thinking about doing a brain dump for history and science as well. It'll all be in one because those aren't very long, but I'm thinking about doing that. If you're interested, let me know. Put it down in the comments. All right, moving on. Plans moving forward. Summer activities. I just talked about curriculum. I'm still working on it. And when we're going to start the new and when the old will end, that's just like a very like fluid process because things come up and stuff happens, right? And we kind of have spring fever right now. So We're pushing through, you guys. We can do this. You can do this too, okay? So summer activities though, I'm really working hard to put our summer activities in June because we typically will start the volleyball season mid-July. So around the third week of July. So I like to just have that time for us to get back into the groove of school and stair step into our school, which I can share with you guys later on. So I'm wanting to put all of our things in June, which can be a little challenging because baby girl, I would like for her to be at a camp where her sisters will be in close proximity. She may not be in the same class or anything with them, but at least she can say, my sister's down the hall. It's just a comfort level for me. My older girls did not do any camps away from me all day when they were 6 years old. They went to their very first camp last summer where they were gone all day without me. So for her to do it at 6, she went last summer as well. So she did that when she was 5 or no, she was 6. She was 6 years old. So she'll be 7 this summer when we go into camps. So I just want somebody in the proximity. So I am working with getting them into areas that they enjoy or areas that they're not quite sure about because they don't know a lot about them. So that's why I like to use summer camps within our homeschool now, because it really helps, especially my older girls, kind of explore different opportunities. And that's really what a lot of the camps around here are for. They'll have multiple weeks where you can try different things. So you may do construction, and then you may do some form of art, some form of writing. There's, computer aided drafting design, there's web design, there's all of these different things that they can try within this time span. And I think that that's the beauty of doing some of these summer camps is that you get to spend an entire week in this area, and you can say after a week, I don't really like this, or I might be interested in finding out more about it because this was really fun. So that's how I am using summer camp. So I'm searching for different things that my girls can try that maybe still are in their area of study. So we're talking engineering, architecture, any STEM type of things for my middle daughter. My oldest daughter, she did writing last summer, which was great. We already know that she loves to write. So I'm trying to figure out what else she may like to do. She's kind of interested in crocheting. She is really interested in construction. So we may try a construction summer camp for her as well. Baby girl is just kind of doing her thing. She just floats around. She's like, sure, I'll do it. Sure. She's really easy right now. So that's what I am working on as far as plans for the summer. Let me know in the comments, what do your children do in the summer? Even if you school year round, I know there are certain things that are offered in the summer that are not offered throughout the school year. So even though we typically school year round, it just worked better for us to take June off and just do minimal things like read alouds and maybe a math worksheet a day or something. And that way they can participate in some of the summer camps where we live. Some other things I'm going to be doing is making sure that I have flipped through new curriculum as it comes in so that I'm prepared to start, have all the supplies, have an idea of where the curriculum's headed. That's something that I really like doing. I feel like it really helps me to be better prepared for my girls. However, before I do that, I also like to go through our homeschool. So I have a holding place for items when I first buy them. They don't go directly to the homeschool because I still need to clean the homeschool out. So that is something I'm going to be working on over the next couple of months as well. Just really looking at it to see if this is something that we're going to use, if we've outgrown any resources since Mallory is moving up to second grade now and her level of learning, and am I holding on to things that we're not actually going to use because it's, below or her level of where she is for education. So if you want to see something like that, see me clean it out, just let me know in the comments because I've done some decluttering videos in the past and I like doing those. Those are the ones where I'm in the moment sharing with you all of my thoughts and the blank stares and everything else that goes along with it when you're just sorting through stuff. All right, flipping my page over, let's see. Okay, books. Let's talk about books. For history, we are reading right now Angel Island. And it's Angel Island something. I'll try to put a picture up, but I will definitely link it down below. But it goes along with our American history curriculum. We are loving this book. Loving it. It's a really great book. It is teaching me some things that I didn't know. Of course, my girls as well. Great book. Another one that we read this month that goes along with our history curriculum is When Jessie Crossed the Sea. Love that one as well. I say love it. It was a really good eye-opening book about coming over to the United States, European coming to America, and what that looked like and the reasons why and some of the struggles. It was a good book. I enjoyed it. So diversity in our books and in our history curriculum is an absolute must for us, and we are definitely getting that with the history curriculum that we're using for American history. My first grader is still reading the Mia Mayhem series. We're loving it. She loves anything about superheroes. So that's where we're headed with that. My fifth grader is currently reading Molly's story. It is about a dog. Outside of that, I don't really know. My oldest daughter read it and she loved it. So my middle daughter decided she wanted to try and read them. There's a whole series of these books. I've talked about it in my sixth graders videos. I will link those down below where they share the books that they read over a certain time period. And so my middle daughter decided she was going to read it. So she is enjoying Molly's story. My sixth grader is reading Other Words for Home, and this is a reread for her. She's big on rereading. And at first I'm like, why do you keep reading the same book over and over? Not this specific one, but other books. But she comes out with a different perspective every single time. I always say it's like reading the Bible. You know, the Bible will speak to you in one area of your life this way, and then 6 months from now you could read it again and it's like completely different, you know? So that's how she is with her books. So she is doing a reread. She's a little frustrated because I won't buy any more books. I'm not buying any books right now. We're working on curriculum. But there are books up there, but she doesn't want to read them, which is why I'm looking for a literature curriculum to kind of steer her in the direction of reading literature that she would not normally choose, because I really think that she would enjoy some things. So that's a whole different story for another time, but she is doing a reread at the moment. Okay, exciting things happening. We went on our second camping trip at the beginning of March. It was so much fun, you guys. It was cold. I will say that. We had to break out the heater, the propane tanks, definitely chilly. Like my nose was super cold. The first night was cold, really, really cold. The following 2 nights were not as cold, but we had a great time again. I mean, I think this is going to be a regular for us. We enjoy being out there and just being in nature. The kids got to explore. We had 14 people, 3 families, 8 children, 3 married couples, just the best time. Like everyone's having a good time. There's no arguing. There's no mom, dad. I mean, it's just really fun. We walked around. We got to see the lake. We went exploring. We played frisbee. We flew kites. A great time. Definitely was something we will do repeatedly, because it's really nice to just get away and unplug from the world, you guys. Okay, what else? Baby girl had her first soccer game and she scored 4 goals. She's killing it out there. Yeah. That's exciting too. I love watching her out there. She's really a go-getter. My oldest started back to basketball. She played her first tournament a couple of weeks ago. It got a little rough, and I'm asking her, are you sure you want to keep doing this? She's like, yes. She's tougher now than what she was a year and a half ago. She's a great player. She just doesn't like the contact, but she's enjoying it. So we're still going with volleyball, of course. That's her first love. I say her first love. It's really her second love, but she loves it more than basketball. But she's still playing some basketball as well through the summer. So that'll be a part of her summer activities. And then my middle daughter is still doing volleyball and loving every second of it. So we're just going to continue with all the things. We recently went on a field trip, and it was at the Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum here. It was weather day. And so the meteorologist came and talked to us about different weather patterns and showed some great videos, and we did some sound activities to mimic storms. It was fun. We had a great time. And so we did that. And then afterwards, there was a paper where you do a scavenger hunt and you go through the museum to find pictures that are weather related based off of the questions that they ask. That was exciting too. The weather was really bad outside. It was actually snowing, which is not bad, but it was March. So that was fun to be able to talk about the snow that was happening. And we are heading into storm season here in Oklahoma. So all the things that happen with the storms and chatting all about that. So we had a great field trip experience. I'm glad that we were able to get those in. I'm still owing my girls some field trips, but we're knocking them down one by one here. Okay, so some things that make me smile is my girls' excitement when we sit down and talk about curriculum, because they are really just excited about where they're headed and the things that they're enjoying. And I do sit down and have those conversations with them because it's important. They are the ones who are going to be doing it, as many of you said. And so I always sit down every year and talk to my girls about where we're headed with curriculum, what they liked, what they didn't like. This is just a part of our end of the year meeting time. And they get so excited about that. And I love it because they enjoy learning. Now, do they enjoy every aspect of it? No, but they truly do enjoy learning. And that makes my heart smile. Okay, so last thing, my thought for the month. The first thing that came to my mind was, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Like the little engine that could. Y'all, we can do this. We are wrapping up the end of the semester. Hang in there. See y'all next time.